Okay, hi guys. I'm a bit nervous. This is my first video that I'm making on YouTube. But yeah. Anyway, I wanted to talk about being ENFP and what kind of problems we ENFP people tend to have. And there's a lot of information about ENFP personality based on Myers-Briggs type indicator. But I think that the information is mostly like about the positive sides of ENFP people, and that's why I wanted to point out like some negative things about being ENFP, or like the qualities that we usually have that we could kind of develop, to become better people, because that's what our life is about. It's about becoming more what we are and like making our relationships better with people and making other people happy too. That's kind of like the goal of our lives, right? At least for me. But anyway, to the topic, I think like the first problem that the ENFP people have is that we don't have much patience. So we kind of rush into a lot of things. Let's say relationships, for example. Like we meet somebody, we fall in love really fast, and like even sometimes this person is just not for us, but we just still kind of like we feel like, oh, this is destiny, and we're gonna get married and stuff like that, and we kind of imagine the future that might be ahead of us. And sometimes we are too much in the future, so it's hard to concentrate on what is happening right now, here and now. And not having enough patience also sometimes means that we give up easily. So for example, I have a lot of things that I'm really interested in, and I always start like a new project, and then I go really into that project for a while. But if I keep doing the same thing for not very long time, I usually get bored, and then something more interesting comes up, and then I will focus on that, and I will completely forget about the project that I just had. So we kind of start projects, but we don't finish them. That's one problem that we usually have in common. A second problem that the ENFP people have is that we want to please other people. I mean, it's in our nature that we want to make everybody happy, but sometimes we do that so that we kind of forget about ourselves, and we forget that what is good for us. I used to have this problem before. Like, I think I'm doing a lot better now, but before people used to call me like chameleon. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but like the animal that changes its color depending on the environment. Like it's always the same color as the background. So people used to call me that because I would kind of blend in to every group that I went to, and I would adjust myself to the people that I was hanging out with, and I would do it so much that I would like kind of forget who I am. So this is the thing that we ENFP people have to be careful of, like just to not forget who we really are, because that's not what we want. We want to be ourselves. We want to be authentic, right? So even though we want to make other people happy, please them, still like do that so that we won't suffer because of that. And I also think a lot of ENFP people want to have like compliments from other people. So when we're doing things that we are expecting to make other people happy, we really want to hear that from them as well. Like I do something for somebody, and if I never receive any kind of thanks, or if I don't hear like, oh, thanks for doing this, like this made me really happy, I feel like I'm doing it for nothing, So that could get me kind of depressed. So the third problem is that we have like we see all kinds of possibilities around us all the time. So sometimes that makes it really hard for us to make decisions. For me, it's like I want to do like 10 different jobs at the same time, and I want to live in 10 different countries at the same time. I want to learn 10 different languages, but then I don't really get into really into any of those things because there is like too many possibilities and I can't decide between the things I want to do and between the things I don't want to do that much. So yeah, that's one problem. Yeah. We should kind of like just decide what we want to do and then just follow that path. And I mean, I don't mean like ignore all the possibilities, but just like keep on following what we have decided and not change that all the time, because that's what I do a lot in my life. And then the fourth, this is fourth, right? The fourth problem is that like we really need a lot of time to be alone as well. This can be surprising to some people because we seem to be really social, and we are social most of the time, but like especially me, I tend to have these periods in my life when I just want to kind of like shut down everything. Like I want to lock up into my room and I don't want to see anybody for maybe weeks, sometimes even like month or something. Usually it's about 1-2 weeks. And during these times, like I might have had like a really social period before this like lonely period starts. So the people that I used to hang out, they're like what's wrong with you? Like, why don't you want to hang out anymore? And like I'm just like, oh, I just want to be at home and watch Netflix. I don't want anybody to contact me. If I get phone calls, I just don't reply. I'm pretty bad at replying to text messages as well when I have these periods. But other times I'm like texting all the time and, you know, like reply really fast and so on. But yeah, this can be like really frustrating for our partners because they don't know what's wrong, and basically nothing is wrong. We just have that, you know. We just need to get alone sometimes. And that's pretty intense because we are pretty intense in everything we do. Yeah, I guess that was about it. Maybe I will post another video some other time. So I guess I'll see you guys again. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye!